Live, local, late breaking. This is Channel 2 Action News at noon. Coverage you can count on.
We showed you the snow coming down, blanketing roads in parts of North Georgia. Severe Weather Team 2 has a breakdown of when you could see warmer temperatures and the timeline for a chance of heavy rain in Metro Atlanta. Good afternoon, I'm Sophia Choi. Right now, Severe Weather Team 2 is tracking temperatures on the rise. Let's get straight to meteorologist Brian Monahan at Severe Weather Center 2.
Some temperatures still down in the mid to low 30s right now, but a lot of us, Sophia, now above freezing, and that potential for wintry mix really winding down quickly across North Georgia. Now, here's Storm Tracker 2 HD. You can still see some echoes, some returns here from Gainesville to Calhoun up toward the Georgia, North Carolina, Tennessee border. Now, let me put the temperatures on here for you. We're making a steady progress, steady rise, 40 degrees now in Atlanta, almost 50 degrees now in LaGrange, but you can see toward our mountain counties, that's where we're still seeing temperatures now, mid-30s, and still a pocket of some chillier air just above the ground that we have the potential, the possibility still for a little bit of sleet to mix in, but really transitioning now to mainly liquid precipitation from, let's see, Fannin County over toward areas around Gilmer County as we move over toward Blairsville, Union County, Towns County, back through some of the areas that were hard hit just a couple of days ago with that ice. Well, we still have the possibility for a little bit of freezing precipitation from Dahlonega over toward Cleveland, but overall, that potential is really starting to wind down at this hour. Now, let me show you our forecast model. Just updated this just about 15 minutes or so ago, and you can see it picking up on some of those mainly rain showers now across North Georgia, but as we head through the next 24 hours or so, things are going to be improving. Coming up, we'll talk about the rise in temperature coming in the days ahead and also that chance for some heavier rain tonight.
Brian, thank you. The only major issues we found this morning were in far northwest Georgia. Channel 2's Steve Gelbach is live on I-75 in Cobb County. He's been on the road since very early this morning when we first came on the air at 6. And Steve, you got stuck where the interstate was shut down.
That was because of thick ice and a number of accidents, Sophia, but now a little further south, the more further south we go, heading back into town now inside the perimeter. The roads are fine. That was not the case, though, where we were just a couple hours ago. With all lanes of I-75 northbound shut down, the backups start about 10 miles before the state line. Cars creep along. A trooper told us the main problems are in Tennessee, where I-24 south of Chattanooga is also shut down, causing this chain reaction. We did see this SUV spun out on the side of the interstate after sliding on ice on this overpass of Battlefield Parkway. And further back, we saw this minivan that crunched head-on into the center guardrail. We started this morning driving up from Floyd County, then we went through Calhoun as north as Dalton, where everything stayed pretty much as rain. But here, up this far north towards Tennessee, it's coming down as kind of a mixture of that sleet and freezing rain. You look down at my feet, that's what it's doing to the untreated surfaces. It is very slippery. We saw this GDOT plow and salt truck responding to this area of ice on I-75 in Catoosa County. But temperatures rising throughout the afternoon should also help melt away any problem areas. The damage, though, is done for anyone trying to go north out of Georgia on I-75 in the northwest corner of the state. And I just checked with GDOT on their website. It looks like all lanes right now, northbound I-75, are open up to the Tennessee state line. There could be some problems, though, if you're trying to make your way north on 75 towards Knoxville or I-24 up towards Nashville. You may have to give yourself some other time. But now in Georgia, all lanes are clear. Live in Cobb County, Steve Gelbach, Channel 2 Action News.
Steve, thank you. This morning, deputies say ice caused several accidents in Forsyth County. The sheriff's office shared pictures on Facebook of this rollover crash on Bannister Road early Saturday morning. Deputies also responded to another rollover crash late last night on Bramblett Road. Right now, Georgia's emergency management is keeping staff at its command center, but now it's just down to a few workers. The people who are working are keeping an eye on Dade County, where I-59 is closed because of ice. GEMA Director Jim Butterworth says he expects it to remain quiet.
The good news is that for the areas that we have pre-treated with brine, those roads are passable and in good shape.
Now, officials say all road temperatures in Metro Atlanta are above freezing, so if any precipitation falls, there should be no problems out on the roadways. The main road through the northeast Georgia mountains is open and clear this afternoon. GDOT made sure it was ready if it started to ice up overnight. Channel 2's Richard Elliott reports from Rabun County, where the snow started falling there late last night.
Even in the frigid temperatures, Rabun County residents woke to find their main roads clear and passable. Highway 441 is the major road through the northeast Georgia mountains, and GDOT concentrated a lot of effort overnight to keep it open, something Clayton residents appreciated.
It takes a couple hours, but they do a really good job.
And GDOT crews needed to. Check out this video of the snow as it started to fall across Rabun County late Friday night. The snow started as flurries, but then started to come down hard, blanketing the whole area. Tom Major worried that the snow would melt, then refreeze, and that could spell disaster for local roads.
When you get a bunch of snow and then it melts on the road and then it freezes, then you got an ice skating rink.
But GDOT was on top of it. Crews laid down brine on the road Wednesday and then got this shipment of 1,500 total tons of salt to back it up. Crews drove up and down the roads, making sure they remained clear, and for the most part, they were. Ryan Williamson lives in Clayton and says without treatment, these mountain roads can be treacherous.
Pretty slick. Sometimes where the sun doesn't hit, they get pretty iced over, and you can't see it. Black ice, of course, and then it comes out of nowhere, and there you go. Pretty dangerous.
In Rabun County, Richard Elliott, Channel 2 Action News.
Well, you know, it's been a long week for the Georgia Department of Transportation. Originally, there were about 140 people staffed in Northeast Georgia from midnight until noon. Now, around 8 o'clock, they decided to send about half of them home.
Our folks have done an outstanding job. It has been a long week, but they have persevered to make sure that our roads are safe for people to use when they need to.
Now, the remaining workers will stay on from Gainesville north to the mountains in case of any trouble spots. Well, many Channel 2 Action News viewers have questions about how the brine solution works and its long-term effects. The salt and water solution helps prevent roads from icing over. This is the first year the Georgia Department of Transportation has used it. GDOT says it will not cause potholes down the line. Officials say northern states use brine much more frequently and have had no problems. You should double-check with your insurance company to see if storm damage is covered. The state insurance commissioner said some policies will reimburse you for repairs. Usually that includes flooding from pipes that burst, and renter's insurance may also cover water damage. If you haven't already, now is a great time to download our free Severe Weather Team 2 app. You can get instant weather information from your neighborhood. Just search for WSB TV in your app store. New at noon, a person had to escape a house fire in southwest Atlanta. When we got to the house on Waterford Road, we saw flames shooting from a window. Smoke also streamed from the front door as a firefighter kicked his way inside. The person home was not hurt. Firefighters think it started in the basement. Happening now, crews are working to repair a water main break in northwest Atlanta. The pipe burst near the intersection of Lois Place and Jones Avenue. The city learned about this break in the past hour. We shot this video in the past 30 minutes. Water is bubbling from the break and running down the street to a storm drain, but the road is not closed right now. We're going to stay on this and let you know when the problem is fixed. A man a police officer shot during a traffic stop is still in the hospital today. The Social Circle police officer says the man attacked her during a traffic stop on Friday. She pulled her gun and shot him once in the stomach. The officer had minor injuries. Officials told us the man's vital signs are stable. Happening now, a dental office in Buckhead is holding a free clinic, and you still have time to get there. This is going on right now at Pure Dental Health in Buckhead. The free clinic started at 8 o'clock this morning and runs until 5 this afternoon. Anyone who needs dental care can get one filling, an extraction, or a professional cleaning. It's a first-come, first-served situation, though, and only the first 50 people there are guaranteed treatment. And now that the winter weather is behind us, Georgia Department of Transportation crews are planning to start some work on new interstate express lanes. Crews are planning to close one northbound lane and one southbound lane on I-75 from North Marietta Parkway to the I-575 interchange. It starts at 9 o'clock tonight, but traffic could slow down even earlier as they move equipment into place.
In the last 24 hours, snow, sleet, some freezing rain. Right now, warmer air is moving in. I'm also tracking the arrival of a front. And the next phase of this wintry kind of weather, this pattern, some heavy rain moving in. I'll have the timing coming up.
Plus, new panic buttons will soon be installed at every school in one metro school district. The technology that's giving police real-time information to protect students. Also, a teacher's aide in court accused of kicking and choking a 14-year-old student. What school police say may have provoked the attack. Clayton County School Police arrested a school worker they say choked a student, kicked him in the head, and threatened to kill him. Channel 2 Action News had the only camera at the Clayton County Courthouse when 51-year-old Carlos McGill faced a judge. He's charged with felony aggravated assault. McGill worked as a paraprofessional at Ash Street School in Forest Park.
There was some exchange of words, and at some point, the paraprofessional, Mr. McGill, is alleged to have struck the student.
The school serves students with emotional or behavioral disorders. Clayton County Schools fired McGill. Prosecutors could soon decide whether to file charges against a local police chief who shot his own wife. Peachtree City Police Chief William McCollum claims he accidentally shot his wife, Margaret. It happened on New Year's Day while the couple was in bed. She is now paralyzed from the waist down. GBI agents hand-delivered their report to the district attorney on Friday. We now know the name of a man who police say set an apartment building on fire in Marietta. Neighbors sent us video of firefighters rescuing a woman at the Augustine Trail complex on Friday. No one was seriously hurt. We were there when police arrested Stephen Patrick Fuller for felony arson endangerment. A friend told us Fuller may suffer from a mental illness and has a history with police. One metro school district is in the final stages of installing panic buttons at all of its schools. A first-hand look at the system designed to handle an active shooter situation.
Still the chance for a little wintry mix across our North Georgia mountains. Coming up, though, tracking the arrival of a warm front and then a cold front. Coming up, updated rainfall totals you can expect overnight.
But first, here's a look at last night's winning lottery numbers. Gwinnett County Schools has a new program to stop any active shooter situation. Lawrenceville Elementary is one of 4 schools to test the panic button system. Once pushed, it sends an alarm and a live video feed to police. Parents told us they like this new system after authorities tested it for our cameras.
Check the hall for students. Lock your door.
So I like the fact that they have cameras and that you have to get buzzed in because God forbid you never know Looney Tune or anything like that.
Thursday night, the school board approved expanding this program to every school in the county. Another round of winter weather hit North Georgia overnight. We brought you live Severe Weather Team 2 coverage of the icy roads and car crashes on Channel 2 Action News Saturday a.m. Georgia's DOT told us it pre-treated roads with a 2-part system, including brine as well as salt and sand. We saw a few wrecks, but no reports of any major damage. We're in store for a warm-up this afternoon. Let's check in with meteorologist Brian Monahan in Severe Weather Center 2.
Yeah, especially if you live south of I-20, basically from Metro Atlanta southward, we're going to see temperatures this afternoon climb into the 50s. Now across the North Georgia mountains, meteorologist Brad Nitz and I, we were in here this morning starting at 6 o'clock telling you that, well, the wintry mix, and it's not much, would take the longest to get rid of it in the mountains. Here's our color-coded Storm Tracker 2 HD. You can see some of those shades of purple near Blairsville over toward Ellijay. Still the opportunity for some mixed showers and some snow showers, or rather sleet showers right now as we take a look at Storm Tracker 2 HD. Another perspective, I've gone ahead and taken off that winter mask. We've taken off the color codes for you, but I put on the temperatures, and I want to that those are rising. Canton right now. It's 40 in Cartersville, still some mid-30s in Hiawassee over toward Blairsville in the upper 30s, but nowhere near as cold as it was, say, just about 8 hours or so ago. So temperatures are warming up, and really that's true all across the metro. 44 now in Atlanta, 43 Carrollton, almost 50 right now in LaGrange. What we are watching next, well, next piece of the puzzle, it is this back to our west. It's a cold front. It comes through tonight with a round of some heavy rain moving through North Georgia. Now in the short term, what's going to happen? Well, we've got a warm front off to our west right now. This is going to be lifting across the area, and as it does so, the clouds are going to start to raise just a bit. The temperatures, they're going to increase as well as we climb into the 50s later on this afternoon. Now temperatures right now in the mid-40s, well above freezing in Atlanta at 44. There's the wind out of the south at 9. We were telling you that breeze was going to shift today out of the south, and that pushes temperatures upward. By 2 o'clock, we're mainly dry. In Atlanta, our temperature at 47 degrees. Certainly no chance of any wintry precipitation at 4 o'clock. We're at 50 degrees, and as we head towards 6 o'clock this evening, temperatures rising even into the evening across North Georgia. Temperatures around 52. We'll stay coolest in the mountains, but you can see we even finish well above freezing in Blairsville today at 42. 46 Gainesville. They're the low 50s in Atlanta. Head down toward LaGrange. Temperatures today under mainly dry sky will be in the mid-50s. Now stepping through this hour by hour on our forecast model, here we are right now. Notice the wind streamlines here coming in out of the south, that helping to warm things up and kind of take us out of the danger zone of any wintry precipitation. Not only that, but we also have most of that moisture lifting to our north. So as we head toward 3 o'clock, turning milder across North Georgia, some breaks of sun. Now walking through this hour by hour forecast tonight, though, for you, here's the timestamp. 9 o'clock, meteorologist Katie Walls is going to be here tracking a cold front. It's going to start to move in across our northwest counties by this evening. Some heavier pockets of rain possible as we head toward midnight tonight. Wouldn't be surprised if we hear a rumble of thunder across parts of North Georgia this evening. Some heavier downpours in a few neighborhoods. That front clears out by midday tomorrow. The clouds don't, though. This is going to be one of those those fronts where the clouds are kind of stubborn to get rid of, even some showers lingering into the afternoon. Here's our rainfall total model. Just updated this for you about 20 minutes ago. By 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon, most of us in this shade of blue, indicating rainfall totals, and this will be all liquid across North Georgia. No mix here, 1/4 to 1/2 inch rainfall totals over North Georgia. So here's your updated 5-day forecast. The weekend always in view. Temperatures by tomorrow climbing to 60 degrees. Most of the rain coming in the morning with that 90% coverage. Monday, a little system sweeps by. Could sneak in a 40% chance of some rain. Notice the cooler temperatures, though, back in the upper 40s most of the rest of next week through midweek.
Brian, thank you. The Hawks had a chance to increase their lead in the Eastern Conference, but yeah, it didn't go too well for the Hawks at home. Channel 2's Anthony Amy has your Sunday sports.
November 18th, the day before Thanksgiving and the day after Christmas. Before last night, those were the only 3 days all season the Hawks had lost at home. But they were rusty in their first game back from the All-Star break, and now the team right behind them in the East is just 5.5 games back. The organization did offer fans the chance to watch the film Selma after the game at Phillips Arena. Before the game, they honored some of the true civil rights heroes from that era, including John Lewis, Reverend Joseph Lowry, and C.T. Vivian, Mrs. Juanita Abernathy, and of course Andrew Young. As for the game, Jeff Teague finds Paul Millsap here for the JMN 1. It was tied at 26 after 1. Second quarter, Teague drops it off behind his back to Al Horford, but the team shot just 33%. The Raptors would lead by 4 at the half and broke it open in the third behind Lou Williams. The South Gwinnett High School product lit up his former team for a career-high 7 threes, 26 points. The Raptors led by 35 at one point. 105-80, they beat the Hawks for the third time this season. Well, to help warm your homes and your hearts, just know that the first workout for the Braves pitchers and catchers will be in 74-degree weather today in Orlando. Pitchers and catchers reported for spring training yesterday. Remember, there is no more Evan Gattis behind the plate. Position players report on Wednesday with the full squad first workout set for Thursday. Zach Klein will be there and will file his first report from Lake Buena Vista Monday at 6 o'clock. Meanwhile, it's finally going to happen, folks. Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao both put pen to paper. The contract is signed. The best two boxers of this era will fight on May 2nd in Las Vegas. This fight should break every record for pay-per-view buys. Mayweather, a perfect 47-0. Pacquiao has 57 career victories. Today in Indianapolis, quarterbacks, including the consensus top 2, Jameis Winston and Marcus Mariota, expect to throw at the NFL Scouting Combine. We'll have that and highlights from UGA and Tech basketball on the road, the great baby race at GSU, and results from the Morehouse-Clark Atlanta game at 6 and 11.
Standing water covered the floor in part of a metro area middle school. The problem, school leaders say, likely caused the smelly mess. 2 hoses connected to an AC unit broke and flooded a local middle school. We got pictures of flooded floors at Henderson Middle School in DeKalb County. Parents told us they want the whole system evaluated.
The concern is that somebody could be hit with hot steaming water. Secondly, the fumes that are in there, even though it is rusty water, is what we have been told, that rusty water surely isn't good for us to be breathing in.
Well, the district recently approved spending $20 million on repairs to that building. The state legislature is taking action that could make trapping raccoons legal again. The state banned trapping raccoons to maintain the state population more than 50 years ago. Supporters of the change complained the animals are a nuisance. On Friday, the House passed a bill that would allow trapping. The bill now goes to the Senate. Right now, Severe Weather Team 2 is tracking heavy rain on its way to Metro Atlanta. A last look at your forecast is next. Brian is here now with an improving forecast.
Yeah, we have that wintry mix chance really starting to wind down. Still getting some Twitter reports up across areas near Dahlonega, Hall County as you make your way up toward Blairsville. A little bit of a wintry mix falling in some neighborhoods. Down toward Atlanta, though, temperatures rising now into the mid-40s. We have 50 degrees now in LaGrange. We finish at 52 degrees. Today, a 30% chance of rain during the day. As we head toward tonight, though, some heavy rain moves in with a cold front. By tomorrow morning, tracking some heavier rain.
All righty. Thank you. And thank you for counting on Channel 2 Action News at noon. Remember, our news team never stops. We're constantly updating stories on WSBTV.com.
And don't forget to download our free news and weather apps. That was helpful today on your smartphones and tablets.
And we hope to see you back here for Channel 2 Action News at 6. Until then, have a great Saturday.